I'm always drawn to girls in history who do things wrong, who do bad things. I think that just in the fiction that I read and definitely in the things that I write, I find those characters really complex and interesting. And in a way, for writing, it's almost like a puzzle. It's trying to figure out, okay, what's the reason? This is my second book. The first one is called The Blood Confession, and it came out in fall of 2006. That one is historical fantasy inspired by the legend of Countess Bathory. She was a 16th century Hungarian countess who believed that bathing in the blood of virgins would keep her young for eternity. So definitely a very, very bad girl in history. Catherine is a bad girl of a different sort, but she was no less interesting to write about. I think that in a way, there was a similarity in how I had to go about writing them because I needed to create empathy for these girls who had done something wrong. And I think, and you know, they did very different things wrong. They have very different situations, but the empathy was really a core necessity for the writing in order for the reader to feel, you know, at all attached to the character. Seemed like such a misguided girl, and I was really curious as to why she would make the decisions she made. Basically, she was a teenager when she came to court. She immediately caught the eye of King Henry. All of the accounts say that she was very young, with a very pleasant and fun personality, and those were all things that attracted King Henry to her. And I think that her family knew this when they put her in this position at court, and they hoped that she would catch his eye. It also happened that he was really unhappy with his new bride at that time. So when he saw Catherine, that sort of gave him more of an impetus, I think, to get rid of Anne of Cleves. And Catherine has a very fast rise to fame and an equally fast downfall. She, after I think only 18 months of marriage, she is accused of treasonous adultery, of basically cheating on the king with one of the grooms who works for the king, by some accounts one of his favorites. And she's arrested at Hampton Court and is eventually executed at the Tower of London. It was almost like I was answering my own question of what was she thinking when she did this? And I wrote a book to answer that question.